Why wasn't I at Drag Week? Let me tell you. Well, so here's the deal. If you didn't know, or you didn't see in some of the other videos, originally we had planned on taking the wagon. The wagon is sweet. As a matter of fact, watch this video if you haven't seen it. Fast. Flaming fast right now. I'm so happy with this car. It's just incredible. But the Bailey wanted to go with his car. So okay, cool. You know, I'm gonna go with Bailey. We're gonna do this thing. We're gonna tear it up. We've only won it 6 times. You know, we only have the fastest first 5-second pass and only 5-second pass at Drag Week with Tom's car, SMX powered. We only have the first 6-second, all 6-second passes. The first car to ever go 6 seconds at every race. That was all the way back in 2013, so 11 years ago. We own all those records. I thought, all right, cool, man, let's try to get the last one, you know, all 5-second passes. Well, Tom's car has major chassis breakage. They've been having problems getting the car down the track, power issues, it's just too much. So see here, that video shows you the broken chassis, everything that was going on, pretty big deal. So Tom flat out couldn't get everything all back together in time, decided to bail out of Drag Week Saturday, the day before we were going. And obviously I couldn't get all my stuff around and going. So we went testing instead, i.e. go back to that video where this car is running good, Tom's car is running good. The Cowboy Up Nova with the SML, the first SML finally out there. We have one out in the donk. The other cars are all in process. Jason Sack finally got his done, and this car is flaming fast. First full pass on the brand new combination, everything, 688, 205. Watch here and see how that goes. And if you want to see the engine dyno, that one's a really neat video of all the chaos you got to go through to figure out every single little problem and get done. So you can see that video right up here too. All right. So anyways, back to Drag Week and what was going on there. Let's go look at it.
Hot Rod Magazine. Right up here in the starting line for those who are just tuning in. Great sponsors like Summer Race.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Steve Morris Engines YouTube channel. I'm Kyle Morris, not Steve Morris, because he's back in Michigan working while I'm over here at Drag Week riding with our customer Dave. But behind me we have a very special car. One of the fastest, if not probably the fastest car here, Ned Dunphy's Viper with our SMXs. So he's getting ready to make a pass here pretty quick. They did oil it down right in front of him, unfortunately, but they are doing their best to prep everything and get it all back around. So let's get into some action. So I'm here with the quickest and the fastest car on Drag Week so far. That's right, flex on them with Ned Dunphy.
What's up, Kyle?
What's up,
doing, man? Good to see you.
Good.
Missing you, Steve. We're missing you.
Yeah, come on, man. We gotta get it together.
Yeah.
So what happened on that last pass?
Yes, so obviously tons of G-force on acceleration, tons of G-force on deceleration. We probably have too much gasoline in our gas tank for the street. and there's a breather up on top, and so I think on the chutes and the brakes it sloshed, came up and over and caught the rotor on the driver's side and ignited, poof. But it didn't get anything that mattered, so brake lines are good, shock sensors are good. It crisped our chutes though beyond repair. They're nasty. Yeah. So we cannot duct tape those. We are going to have to put on new ones. So we'll do that. And right now we just put it in street mode, but mechanically the SMX is taking everything we're giving to it. So we got to give it some more is what we got to do.
Yeah, that sounds good, man.
So
I'm looking forward to seeing tomorrow and especially on Wednesday, man.
Thank you.
That'll be awesome.
I think we just ran a 619, which is our personal best on this format, radiators, water, all that kind of stuff. The average, I think, record is 619. So we're at the bubble. We have to go quicker for the next 4 days, right? Easy. However, we now have goals because it's like, okay, it's within reach. It feels real good.
Absolutely.
And so like on Friday when there's nothing left, can we squeeze a 5? Maybe.
So
Maybe.
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Maybe if we go 5, man, that would be huge.
That would be ridiculous, yes.
All you gotta do is 598 too, so.
I know, yeah, well, still a 5 nonetheless.
Yeah, 5 nonetheless.
Yeah, it's still a little bit of ways. So, yeah, we're going for it though. That's what we're doing.
Man. Well, get all your stuff taken care of and I'll
Thanks,
see you on
Kyle.
the street, man.
All right, Steve Morris Engines, baby, for the win.
Make sure it happens. Take that.
Yep.
Complimentary to Steve Morris.
Okay, straight into the oil, huh? Just like the Molly substitute type stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. How much per?
There's the instructions on there.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, awesome, man. Thank you very much.
All right, enjoyed it.
All right, everybody. You just seen Ned making passes. Ned had to drop out. So, what's going on with Ned's engine? Well, I don't exactly know because Ned is like literally next door neighbors with like down the road from Proline. So when he bought the engine from me, he had told me before drag week that he was going to take it over to Proline and have them freshen it up and put their stuff into it. So I hadn't seen it before drag week, and Ned is going to take it back to Proline to have Proline fix it. So those guys are super smart over there. Obviously, I don't know what ever happened there. Clark said that you seen him on the side of the road and it was way overheated.
Oh yeah, over 250.
Like over 250. So there's always stuff and always little stories that go on with everything. So I don't really know what's going on with Ned. I'm more than happy to. That is my ultimate goal, is to be selling SMX packages or SMX. I don't have to build every engine in the world. I don't have to build every SMX in the world or every SML in the world. I prefer not to. I really want to sell blocks, heads, sell just like Alan Johnson sells parts to Proline. I'd love to sell parts and have other engine builders build the engines. That's why I have the machines. That's why we're building inventory and getting that all up. So
Really want to work on big black Hemi stuff.
yeah, no, I really don't. Yeah, I don't want to build every engine in the world. I want to be able to sell parts, sell blocks, heads, the complete package to an engine builder. They put their spin on it. They put their camshaft like Proline did. They put their camshafts in, do their kind of stuff. That's all cool. Awesome. That's what I'd like to do. So, anyways, back now. Check out Alan.
All right, now we're here with our customer, Dave Morahan. What up, Dave? Hello. So, I'm actually riding with him all week tuning on this car. So, pleasure to be working on it. Awesome car, cool engines. Never seen anything like it. I mean, there's nothing else like this out here. So, what are our goals for this week, Dave? What do we want
Our goal is to finish the event.
Absolutely.
That's number one goal. Number two goal is to get my license passes done. Number three goal is try to go faster every day.
Yep. Yep. So this next pass, yesterday in testing, we went a 924, basically just leaving off of idle. And we're hoping to leave on the trans brake, on the two-step today, and try to go, what do you think, 890?
Yeah, it should be in the eights.
8 something. We'll see. It's still a brand new car. Not really been testing with it at all, so should be good. I don't know what.
What's going on with that?
He got messed up again because the first day he was on the trans brake and then he let go of the trans brake, let go of the throttle at the same time on accident. I think he just did the same thing right there.
Yes.
Yeah. He just got messed up and it's alright. It still went 909. It was almost 8 just leaving off idle. You that timer in the car.
I did it again.
Oh, well, you still win a 909. It's almost an 8
I
again.
did it again. I let off the gas. I'm like, oh shit.
It's all right. We'll get it. We'll get it.
Alan, how you doing?
Doing great.
Good. How'd you do?
I always do good with Steve Morris power. I mean, well, Steve Morris engines always do real well. I kind of screw things up, but no. We swung for the fences on day 0, so today we just took a lot of power out of it. When 199 at 713. That's good enough to start heading towards Indy and flex a little bit each day as we get there.
Yeah, sure. Should be a nice, easy drive.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to stay at my house and sleep in my bed and eat
Cannot
food.
beat that.
Yeah, and then get to hang out with Steve and everybody on
Wednesday. Yeah.
at Martin, Michigan. So
Yep.
what a great... I miss Tom and them, but, did you see Clark's pass?
Yeah. 707.
707, 205.
Yeah. He's right on it.
Proud of Clark. He did great. And then
Ned did good too.
Ned, so
619.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe Steve just needs to stay at work and quit racing. I
Stay
mean, we
home.
got this handled, so if he needs a driver, I think you can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, or Val. I'd put Val. in the car.
Val can do it.
Yeah, that's so.
Kyle, Caitlin.
Kate, yeah. Steve's just getting too old for this, I think's what it
Needs to
is.
stay home, it sounds like.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I'm a year older than Steve.
Oh,
Never mind.
hold
Scratch
on.
that off the video.
All right. Well, we'll see you Wednesday then.
Yeah, we'll be there, and thanks for everything that you guys do for us. We
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Sweet, Alan. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, so now you've seen Alan. What happened to Alan? Why did Alan drop out? Alan actually injured himself on drag week. Looks like injured himself throughout. I think I talked to him. I think I called him on Saturday morning to check in on him, see how he was doing. And he had injured himself throwing a generator, picking up a generator by himself and throwing it. Threw out a couple of vertebrae, turned his sciatic nerve on hot, and did something else. He thought maybe it was a blood clot. We thought it was a blood clot. He thought it was something going on with his leg. But all said and done, it just turned out he wrecked his back throwing this generator. Had to bail out. Alan would have been really good. Alan's usually really good. Alan's SMX in that 4,400 pound boat has already gone 690s, pretty fast. Super good. I think it went 696, something like that, and super good. And that was at 6 Summer. Completed the whole event. Goes 696, wins the class, does his whole deal. Then shows up at Drag Week to run it and wrecked his back. So that's what happened to Alan. So now let's go see what happens to Clark, who's here with his engine right now. We'll show you the passes, then we'll show you the disassemble, and then let's come back and I'll talk to you about it.
Steve, what do you got there? Nitrous.
I'm so embarrassed.
A guy like Ryan Acton's life way more complicated because now they have no choice but to take
You again. My stalker.
You again. not.
I sat down with
I know.
203.
Track's good here. You want to make another hit?
John rode up on his motorcycle.
I mean,
This is the place and time to go sixes. You might as well try. I mean, you might be able to do something tomorrow, but probably not. And then you're going back to Columbus. You're not going to do it. I doubt it. The track's always pretty good here. Weather's nice. Try it. I mean, if everything looks good, I try it.
Break. Go ahead and trail it.
Bring the stacker.
What's gonna break?
Everything.
Gary broke a lot of stuff.
Clear venue broke.
That's out of there. You know that's not gonna break no more. Alrighty, so I we have peer pressured Clark into making a faster pass because he went 721, but it's really soft on the front side. Just trying to get him to get a 6-second pass. I mean, it goes 200 mile an hour all the time, 200 mile plus. But it went 134. It didn't sound like it built a boost the way it was supposed to. He's gonna drain just a little bit of oil out of the oil tank. It's got too much oil in it, so it wants to puke a little bit out. And then other than that, Rob's working on the tune-up, and they're gonna work on getting it to go just a little bit faster. Try getting that 6-second pass.
No more lead.
With no more leaves, I guess I had a whole bunch of leaves stuck in the car. So I'm standing here with Clark Rosenstengel. So I'm standing here with Clark Rosenstengel. Clark?
Yes.
So what happened
What day?
today? The last pass, the thing that matters the most. What happened on the last pass?
Burnout sucked and I left like a turtle. Slow.
Oh, it left like a.
Where is it?
Where is it?
Where's it? Where's turtle? Oh, there it is. Slower than a herd of turtles. There you
It
go.
left slower than a herd of turtles.
But then we poured the coals to it and went 204.
Yeah, 204. So something's going on with it. It's meeting its. I haven't looked at the data log yet. Rob's looking at it, but the he says that it's meeting target boost. Everything looks great down track, but it's something is keeping it from spooling up. So it is leaving on half the horsepower it should, and so it's only leaving on 6 pounds of boost. That one left on 6 pounds of boost. It's progressively getting worse. So hunting for a leak. Got to be something going on, but it still meets all its targets and does everything it's supposed to down track. So normally if you have an intake problem, you have some kind of issues like that, it won't, but it is. So I don't know, gotta look at it. It's gonna be something stupid. Clark is right. This is Clark bubbling up inside right now. He's fuming. He's like, this little lid's gonna go poof, pop
Just
off.
about ready. Look out.
Just about ready to blow his cork.
It's
But
coming.
I think he's still winning his class. But all we really wanted to do, I pressured him into going out and making another pass.
Yeah, thanks.
Which is probably good because we got to fix. You show up tomorrow and have the problem tomorrow. You got to fix this because it's going to progressively get slower.
We don't want that.
And we were just trying to get him a 6-second pass, which it'll easily do, but it cannot go 140, 60 foot.
No.
You got to be. You gotta make a lot of power to go.
My Fiat can do that.
Yeah. No, it can't.
Yes, it can.
No, it can't. No, it can't.
Your smart car can.
I guarantee you the smart car can't. All right, so you're gonna pack up and get ready to go to Milan. I'm not gonna be at Milan, so better get figured out.
Yep.
Get your poop in a group. All right.
Sounds good. Goodbye.
Goodbye. All right, so you seen the passes. First pass was
Great.
great. Pretty much went downhill after that. Couldn't get a handle of the track. Something was going on. Blah, blah, blah. Broke a gear bender, so the engine shoots to the freaking moon. Riding on the Reveler. Just killing itself. Yep. And then, so let's give it a little bit of backstory. So, this engine was the same engine that was, or is the same engine that was in the car for your what? Your standing mile?
Yep. 263.46.
Ah, and standing half mile.
Oh yeah, 218.
218 and a half mile. 260 what?
3.46.
263.46. Don't forget the 0.46.
Exactly.
You've done all of that. I think we had 6 summer on it.
6 summer, but I was in the mood.
Oh, that's right. Didn't go. So we had other stuff going on. You did go, but you didn't.
Yeah,
you did.
I lowered up.
Yep. So this car had, or the engine already had a lot of passes on it. Had the standing half mile. Had standing mile events. Actually had 2 standing mile events.
No.
No,
Yeah,
1,
Yeah, 2.
2.
2, I think so.
Yeah. Then shows up the drag week with it. Goes out, makes that first pass. Everything's great. Great pass. Then next day, couldn't get a hold of the track.
You know, it was Indy.
Indy.
It just sucked.
Yeah, sucked. And then the next day was Martin.
Martin, yeah, I think like 732 at 204, I think.
Yeah, still 204. Couldn't get a hold of the track. It's just totally unhappy.
Just couldn't build boost.
Yeah, couldn't build boost.
Left on 6 pounds, still went that fast.
Yep. Yeah, and couldn't build boost. You see a bunch of conversation about that. It just the thing won't build boost. Anyways, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Everything was still looking good. Goes to miling. Thing gets hurt.
Yep.
Now, let's talk about the hurt. I wanted to try to explain something to people so they understand. Now, if it's an engine problem, it would have happened a long time ago. Not an engine problem?
Right. Nope.
No, it's not an engine problem. This thing hurt 1 piston. 1. Okay? All the other pistons are fine. Let's take a look at them. All right? So, we'll hold this bad piston over here for a minute. Pistons, beautiful. Everything looks nice. Nice color on top. Everything looks good. Bearings are nice. Everything is good. Super happy. Clark ran these through the cleaner, so they're a little chalked up. Everything is really nice and everything. Now, if somebody has a tune-up problem, typically a tune-up problem will hurt a lot of parts because you don't just tune 1 cylinder, right? You're tuning all 8 cylinders at the same time. So if it has a big tune-up problem, big tune-up issue, typically it will knock a bunch of stuff out of it, a bunch of pistons, a lot of stuff gets hurt, knocks gaskets out, does a lot of stuff, more than just 1 single piston, especially when everything else looks so really nice. So what we're believing happened here, this is ugly. That is ugly. In fact, it's so ugly, it torched the connecting rod head almost in half. So that's pretty neat. Torches right down through there. And so what we're figuring, something has happened. You're going to see, since we know that the rest of the engine is perfectly fine, it only has 1 cylinder that is a problem. This thing has 2 standing half mile and mile records. Just went is overpowering the track but went a 704, 205, 207
or 204.
yeah, something like that. So I mean, really good. Clark's car still weighs 4,200 pounds, and does everything with it. So we know that it's got some kind of problem in this hole. And if it was a piston problem, like, oh, your pistons are junk. Pistons aren't junk. Why wouldn't it do anything to the other pistons? It only picked on 1. So something's happened here. Gonna have to go through, really look at data, really see if we can figure anything out. Maybe it was the over rev and it picked on 1. That's a little harder to do. But something happened. This is a very commonplace. It hurt this piston. Clark did notice that it was a little oily when they pull the spark plug, I think at Martin, that it was oily. It's like, a little oily. Make the drive, go down to mile and come back, does this. So when oil gets past the ring, or if there's any kind of problem, something hurts the piston, whether it's an injector, a coil. It's either going to be one of three things: fuel, air, spark. One of those three things hurt this piston, and it just hurt it. Didn't do this yet, but once it gives it a little bit of hurt, then the oil gets in the combustion chamber. It detonates like crazy, starts beating stuff, rocks it. Even broke this side of the skirt, which is, I've never seen that before in my pistons. So it is like really hating life, like big time. And then all of a sudden it finds a little path, and it starts out as a little path. And since there is, I'll do the math here. There's there's several thousands upon thousands of firing cycles just to go down the track in 6 seconds, 7 seconds, thousands upon thousands. Starts out as a little one, goes, just blows it all out. So this is one of the worst ones I've seen on SMX. Good job, Clark. Yeah, Clark's number 1. So anyways, we're gonna fix this. It did, unfortunately, you can look over here at the block. I do have sleeves for these. It did unfortunately hurt this. There's a hole that's probably about 20 thousandths, 30 thousandths deep right here in the sleeve. So I have sleeves here for it. We're gonna pull the sleeve out, rehone the block, just freshen up, and this thing's good to go. Set more records, but gotta figure out what's going on in this one hole that made a problem or made something happen. Otherwise, everything else was great in it. Yeah. Made the drives. I've done a lot with this.
Drive was fine.
Continuously. Yeah. So anyways, now on to Les, Deal Brothers. Let's see what those guys are doing.
As a reminder, regroup lanes are open.
So what you seen happen right there is he got freaked out, let off the throttle, and then rolled back into it. So it still went I mean, it must have been like a 1.7 friggin' 60 foot, but it still went like a 9, Where'd it go, 915?
Yes.
915, 917, whatever. So he'll be happy with that. We can definitely leave a lot harder than that.
Hey, he did it though.
He did do it though. Drove it good. Good job, Dave.
I didn't want to talk him into.
All right, so we just got done with that pass. It was a decent pass. It went personal best still, which is good. But not the 8 that we were hoping for. So it's like, what the heck? Well, he turns around, comes back, and I come back to the pit to meet him, and he says, "Oh, I messed up." He's like, "Oh, what'd you do?" They forgot to turn the intercooler pump on. So normally, if you're not careful with something like this, that is catastrophic. That will burn every single piston out of that thing. This thing makes so much heat. But I've got a number of safeties in this tune-up that are gonna keep it from doing that. So thankfully I had a bunch of timing yanked out of it out there. So, I mean, it was going through there at like 15 degrees of timing when it's supposed to be like 31, 32. So that pretty much saved the run and probably saved the engine. I still went at 9.0s. I mean, we actually left off the trans brake and got good front half data that time. So there's no, you know, messing around with the pedal or anything like that. He was wide open throttle the whole time. So we're just working on stuff again and just not trying to hurt anything. We're gonna turn it up on the last day, but for today, we're probably just gonna be, I mean, we'll just turn that in, and then tomorrow what we're gonna do, we'll just run another 9 is what I'm guessing, or an 8, just conservative. Because like Dave said earlier, his #1 goal is just make it through the week. Just make it through the week. That's what he wants to do. So we'll do that first, and then Friday, we'll turn it up some more and see if we can go like an 850 or something like that. But we're looking good.
All right, so you see Les finished 4th overall, brand new car. So it is a brand new car for Les. This engine, this old big block Chevrolet engine, big 540 cubic inch big block Chevrolet engine, see right here. This thing has been in one of Les's car. Les used to race in Nova. I think Les has won his class in drag week and whatnot, minimum of twice with this exact same engine. We've never done anything other than just freshen it up. And now he built this brand new Camaro to go bigger, badder, better, faster. And he's doing it. I mean, the car is looking really good. So he's sorting it out. I think it's going to be fast. I think it's going to be really nice. And he's such low boost. It's amazing. So this car is going, that car also went at 680 something at 27 pounds of boost. This is all Les puts in the engine, which is pretty phenomenal. So Les finished 4th overall, finished 4th, won his class and finished 4th overall. And right into the 6s, nice and easy. A little bit of problems when it wasn't a good track, but at the same time that everybody else was having problems. All right, so the Deal brothers, they're good guys, like those guys, kind of friends. So we work together and help out Nick and Dave and doing more and more engine work for those guys. So congratulations to them. They won their class. I think they finished off like 7th overall or something like that. Yeah, 7th overall on Top Fastest, and that's one of our LS package. And they do a lot of their own work, and we're helping them do machine work, et cetera, et cetera. So I classify them as customer because we all work together on stuff. They did really well, so congratulations, Les. Congratulations, Dave and Nick Deal. You guys did fantastic, and see you guys all at Sick Week, the Super Bowl of drag and drive events.